Do you ever feel like a stranger in your own home? Here's why. As Reiki practitioners, we're open to helping others. We find joy in seeing those in need benefiting from our help. But often we neglect our well-being. Yet the health of our energetic system is the very thing that enables us to offer the best version of ourselves to the world. Our home is an essential part of this process. We rarely realize it, but we constantly carry various types of energy from the places we visit. And where do all these energies end up? In our home, of course. This affects balance, leading to a state of constant restlessness that's exhausting and detrimental over the long term. Unfortunately, many are not aware of the positive impact small changes in our habitat can have. The solution is obvious. Treat your home like any other patient. Use Reiki cleansing methods to remove residual energies, negative programs, and even low vibrational entities from your home. This will help raise its vibration, making it more resilient to external influences. Your home is a sanctuary you want to nurture just like anyone else. The healthier it is, the more it will contribute to your health on all levels. Hi, I'm Vlad from ReikiScoop.com, and in this video we're going to talk about why it's so important to turn our home into a place of healing and how it can support our energetic body and alignment with the universal life force energy flow. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing to take your Reiki practice to the next level through videos just like this one. Now, let's get into it. The first thing you should know is that the spiritual and physical worlds or realms are intertwined. They are not stacked one on another like a sandwich. Rather, they are a bit blended. Not like in a cocktail, but they are mixed a little bit together, merged to be more specific. Therefore, what we do in the physical world influences the so-called astral realm or spiritual world. What we do in the spiritual world influences the physical world. So one influences the other. And the places we visit, the places we live in, the people we see, everything influences in one way or another our energetic status, our vibration, our way of thinking, our personality. Of course, some more than others. While some elements resonate with us and influence, and we gain that moment of, and we realize things need to be changed or things are affecting us, that's when they affect us more depending on how we perceive them or understand them. So my point is that whenever you are charged with low vibrational energy, whenever you are trying to engage with people that influence you in a rather negative way, or perhaps you're just in a bad mood, you're stressed, maybe from work, maybe from family, maybe from friends, from other people. All those elements, unless you cleanse yourself, they will be kind of stuck with you. They will be attached to you. And what will happen is that when you go home, you bring them home. And they will stay there as well unless you deal with them, so to speak. And you will sleep with those things around you. And they will not leave that place, not too soon at least, until you do something, until you transform them or dissolve them, so to speak, within the universal life force energy flow. If you don't look after this aspect, those elements will affect the way you behave, the way you function on a daily basis. More exactly, you will be more stressed. Quarrels will appear with close ones, partners, family members, friends, people that you're living with, or even if you're living alone. Those aspects will be visible in your daily life. Moreover, your mental and emotional health will be influenced in a sense that you will lose patience and lose touch with yourself first and then with others. You will notice that you have changed, but you really did not change. It's not about change here. This is about losing your edge, losing your grip on the real you or the potential of being balanced, the balanced version of you, which is the normal way of you functioning. So what I'm trying to say is that unless you take care of those elements that you have accumulated by your own fault, resonance, or interaction, or even karmic debts, and I will get into that a little bit later, unless you deal with all that, you will have a dirty home and a dirty emotional layer, and they will influence one another, and you will function according to those unattended elements in your life. Of course, there are ways of tackling with this. There are ways of transforming those energies into beneficial ones. But I just wanted to make it clear that your home will be the place where you bring all your beneficial or not so beneficial energies and informations that you accumulate from others, from interaction with others, from interaction with co-workers, family, friends, and also it will be a place of stacking all the energies and informations that you are generating through the life you are living. And sometimes we know that things can get rough in our lives. Sometimes things are beautiful and you bring joy and happiness and light into your life and into your home. So maybe there are ways of creating a harmonious environment from the start in our home, so that even if we reach home, even if we are trying to relax, we already have a high vibrational place that facilitates an easier way of cleansing our emotional and mental energetic layers. So this implies taking action, dealing with certain elements, first of all from our energetic layers and emotional layers, but also from our home. It will be a bit strange to say that, okay, let me clean my home, but I'm not going to take a shower. I'm just going to stay a couple of weeks without showering, but my home is clean. You need to also take care of yourself. That's the point. It's just an analogy, obviously. You need to also take care of your own health. On the other hand, if you take those showers and you're super clean each day and fresh, but your home is a mess, then you're missing a point here. You're missing the main idea to have everything as a structured, beneficial, and harmonious way of living. Our home is a reflection of who we are at this moment in our life. This means that everything we place in our home, because most of the time we do it subconsciously, instinctively. How we decorate our home, how clean we keep it, how we take care of certain elements reflects the state of our emotional and mental health. And as much as we like to have our home tidy and clean, that's how we should be as well. And that's how we can create a harmonious environment. So each time you're charged with negative energy, that's when inevitably you will also bring it to your home. On the other hand, when you're at peace and you're in harmony, that's what you will bring to your home. But you can also influence your home to have a higher vibration so that it can have a strong and beneficial flow of universal energy through it. So that when you come home, you can benefit from that and you have a much easier way of tackling with your own elements that needs to be cleansed. Basically, you are influencing the place you are living in, and the place you're living in influences you. Whether that's physically, energetically, spiritually, on all levels. So the first thing you should take into consideration, to take into account, is to use Reiki to your advantage, first of all, through the self-treatment, through the cleansing methods, through the use of symbols, why not? Through the use of certain methods, cleansing methods. You can take care of your energy fields, you can take care of your chakras, you can take care of energy channels, you can take care of your emotional layer so that you can become cleansed. Then there's the matter of your home. Both your body and your home are facets of the same coin. So on one hand, you have yourself, then you have your home, but they are part of one larger structure. Regardless if you change places, the places where you live, that's the place you resonate at that moment in time, and that says something about you. You can use Reiki, and you can use certain physical elements that I'm about to tell you right now, to explain to you, so you can have a cleanser home, you have a high vibrational place to come to when you finish the day. Invoking the universal life force energy, using the symbols in your home, has a beneficial effect, the same way it has on yourself. Of course, you are a living organism, your home is not. But did you know that your home and any kind of condo apartments or just a large home always has, or at one point will have, if it doesn't have yet, an entity that's governing that place. It's not a negative entity, it's a neutral entity, and it will be influenced by you. And it can be influenced, or let's say tamed. It can be understood through your actions because it will mold after your vibration. So the higher vibration the more high vibration you have, the higher vibration of that entity will become as well. In other words, you can take action and influence that entity, and you can influence that place to have a higher vibration energy print using the Reiki symbols, invoking the universal life force energy, and using methods such as the cone of light. You can also use the curtain of light within your home for each room. You can use also physical elements. I will talk about them shortly. But my point is that the way you activate the Reiki symbols in your palms and on your chakras, the same way you can use symbols such as Chokurei, Seiheki, Honshazu Shonen, Daikomyo on the ceiling, on the walls, upper corners, lower corners, the center of the room. For each room you can do this. Of course, you can do this for the entire house. Ideally, you should, if this is the first time you ever tried cleansing your home with Reiki, you should start with each room, one by one. It is said that it's best to avoid using the symbols or using any cleansing method in the bathroom, because the bathroom has already symbolically the role of cleansing in every way. However, it's really up to you and to your intuition. And I have a guideline for all those symbols, for all how you can use them in your home, and how you can learn the sequence like Chokurei, Seiheki, Honshazu Shonen, to use it in many other fields of operation within your energy work, spiritual work, and have them in my book, The Ultimate Reiki Symbols Guide. So I have quite substantial information about the symbols here. The main idea is that you can activate them on the walls, as I mentioned, upper corners, lower corners, center of the room, and you can invoke the universal life force energy in each room. You can also create a cone of light by activating the Reiki symbols in the center of your ceiling and visualizing a cone of light that's surrounding this room, particularly now, because we're giving examples for each room. You can envelop it in this cone of light, and the base of this cone will be the floor, and you can activate a large Seiheki on the floor to drain all the negative energy, maybe negative entities as well, negative information, and all those low vibrational elements. Activating the symbol in the center of the room dispels, makes sure to crystallize all the process of cleansing. But you can also use physical elements, and you can also blend the physical elements with the energetic ones. For example, incense sticks. You have incense sticks that you can use you can light them up and you can use them to activate Reiki symbols. And also you can use them for cleansing each room. The way you do it is just intuitively. It doesn't need to be a pattern. You can use it for each corner, for each wall, for the center of the room, for the floor, for the ceiling. You can either just smudge or you can activate the Reiki symbols with an incense stick. That's how simple it is. This will offer a high vibrational experience for your room, for yourself, and you can also use the same method for cleansing your energy fields, energy channels, and chakras. Another option is to use frankincense, holy frankincense, or just other type of incense like Palo Santo. I would add that if you're gonna use frankincense or myrrh, you should buy them from a sacred place, holy place, monastery, a church, temple, synagogue, whatever you resonate with. You can also add candles, and I would recommend natural beeswax candles because they have the role of transforming low vibrational energies, negative energies, into positive ones. And again, you should buy them from a holy or sacred place if possible. You can also use the white candles, the small white capsules like candles. Sure, they can do good work as well. However, the natural beeswax are the ones meant to transform negative energy into positive ones. Those small ones, the white small capsules, I use them for the corners of the room, just as a symbolic gesture to protect that part of the room. But the ones from natural beeswax, I use them, personally I put them in a cross sometimes, or just light one of them or two of them or three of them in a tray with sand or with salt. Prefer sand. It's your choice how you prefer to place them. Just be careful not to place them near flammable materials. And your intention when lighting or placing the candle is to, for this example, cleanse the room from negative or low vibrational energies and informations and entities so that they can dispel them. You can also use high vibrational music such as chants, mantras, prayers, especially if they have high frequencies like 432 Hz, 528 Hz, 1111, 1111 Hz, and there are many more. There is a divine solfeggio that has 9 frequencies. The 1111, the 1111 one is actually a 10th one. But you can use the ones that are within the 9 frequency spectrum, and it's enough. They all have a role for cleansing chakras, activating them, cleansing energy fields, and as well cleanse the room from low vibrational elements. And if you play that music each day for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe more, 1 hour, as you practice the Reiki self-treatment and you're going to use the elements I mentioned, something will happen. You can also add personal elements, maybe lights or decorations that mean something to you. Placing symbols, sacred symbols on the walls, or placing them somewhere that you work or somewhere that you sleep, somewhere that you spend most of the time within your home. That's when those symbols, the power of placement, that's when those symbols help you cleanse, enhance the cleansing process of the room and the raising of vibration. Personally, I had an experience with someone dear to me, very dear to me, that she was not feeling very harmonious within her home. And she was just every day wanted to go out. She was not happy with the home she has. And I tried to explain, you can make the best out of it. You may not be able to change your home right now, but you can make the best out of it. But she decided not to do that. Instead, she was very grumpy and she was cursing the home that she is in many times for many years. And you know what happened? She got a flood from the neighbor upstairs. And there's so much work to do now in that home that's overwhelming. And this is just one example of many that have not only disagreed with the home they have, disliked the home they have, but they also started saying blasphemous words or just swear into that home because they don't like it. Again, remember I mentioned there's an entity for each place, and that entity is usually neutral, and it shapes its vibration and its actions according to you. But it will not like it when you act that way, the way I mentioned through my example. And something will happen. Of course, the fault was not hers, the fault was from the neighbor, but the most affected place was her home. So what I'm trying to say is that don't hold grudges against your home, or if you dislike it, just try to do small things, step by step with it, to make it a more harmonious place. Don't hate it, because the energy you bring influences that place, and you are going to live in it. And you're going to live with those feelings, emotions, energies, and informations that you are generating. So it's up to you to really bring at least a harmonious vibe to your home. That's why I was mentioning also the last part, decorations, lights, whatever makes you more happy or joyful or more stable, emotionally stable, or what makes you more fulfilled. I feel like this is now resembles my home, the way I envision it. Of course, we all want a seaside view, and we all want to have beautiful villas by the beach or in the mountains. Sometimes we're not able to have that, but that's okay. Maybe we don't need to have that. Maybe there's a reason behind that. But what I'm trying to say is that enjoy what you have and try to make the best out of it. I talk more about home cleansing from an energetic perspective and many other subjects such as this one in my Blissed Premium platform, where we have the self-treatment and then we approach a subject. Maybe it's a meditation, breathing exercise, or a Reiki technique that helps you do certain things, such as cleansing your home. And we go more in depth in that place. So my point is, enjoy what you have. Send high vibrational energy, universal life force energy to your home. You can just use it just by sending energy like this. You don't even need all those techniques. You can just do this and bring a positive vibe, positive mentality, and just try to feel good. Do things that make you feel good within that place so that it can resemble the home within your heart. So thank you for watching until the end. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help other Reiki enthusiasts find it. Also, if you're struggling to stay consistent or you're ready to bring Reiki back into your life but don't know where to start, join our 21 Reiki challenge, where we practice Reiki together for 21 days. You can find the link in the description below. Many blessings, and I'll see you in the next video.